Genius Kids. Cultivating love for learning.
Interdependence in nature. Knowledge acquisition. In this chapter, we will study about the interdependence in nature, the biotic and abiotic components of nature, the source of food for animals that can be traced back to plants, non-living components of the ecosystem that influence life, the roles of organisms in a food chain. Evaluate the impact of the environmental changes on the ecosystem. We depend not only on living things but also on non-living things for our existence. Ecosystem. The living and non-living things around us form an ecosystem. All the parts of ecosystem are dependent upon each other. The organisms like plants, animals and microbes that make up the living part of an ecosystem are called biotic components. Non-living things such as soil, water, temperature and sunlight found in an ecosystem and called abiotic components. An animal depends on biotic and abiotic factors for food, shelter, protection and reproduction. There is a continuous interaction between plants, animals and microorganisms with their environment. Critical thinking. Healthy ecosystem provide many free services to human communities including water filtration, groundwater recharging, air purification, nutrient recycling, soil enrichment, and storm water control and crop pollination. Dependence on abiotic factors. Air. Plants and animals get oxygen from air. The oxygen is needed to release energy from food by the process of respiration. During the respiration, plants and animals breathe in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. During photosynthesis, plants use carbon dioxide to prepare food and release oxygen. Water. All plants and animals need water to stay alive. Plants absorb minerals dissolved in the water through their roots. Water is also needed for seed dispersal and photosynthesis. Animals need water for drinking, digestion of food, excretion of waste products, circulation of blood, etc. In the absence of water, existence of life is impossible. Soil. It provides support to the plants. Plants also obtain water and minerals from the soil. Soil provides shelter and food to animals like ants, earthworms, etc. Rabbit and moles dig their burrows in the soil. Sunlight. The sun is the ultimate source of energy. Plants use solar energy to make food during photosynthesis. Seeds need the warmth of the sun for germination. It provides warmth and light to animals. Interdependence for food. All animals need food to grow, to get energy and stay healthy. The interdependence of plants and animals for food can be clearly seen through a food chain. The food chain consists for three main parts. Producers. The green plants are known as producers. They take the non-living things matter from the environment such as water, carbon dioxide and sunlight. The leaves prepare food in green pigment called chlorophyll by using these abiotic components. That is why the leaves are called the food factory of plants. This process of preparing food is called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means harnessing the energy of the sun by plants to make food. Consumers. Animals cannot produce food directly from any source of energy. They eat or consume plants or animals. So they are called consumers. Depending on their food habits, the consumers are divided into 5 categories. 1. Herbivores. The animals like cow, goat, elephant, rabbit, deer, giraffe eat plant and grass. They are called herbivores. They form the first level of consumers and are known as primary consumers. They have sharp front teeth for biting and strong broad teeth for chewing. 2. Carnivores. Animals like lion, tiger, hawk, eagle eat flesh of other animals, so they are called carnivores. They eat herbivores, so they are called secondary consumers. In turn, these animals are eaten by larger predatory. A mongoose eats the snake. They form the next level called tertiary consumers. Carnivores possess sharp pointed curved teeth for tearing flesh. Birds have sharp claws to catch small animals and hooked beak to tear flesh. 3. Omnivores. Animals like bear, cat, man, dog, etc. that eat both plants and flesh of other animals are called omnivores. They have strong grinding teeth for chewing flesh or bones. The omnivores are called secondary consumers. 4. Parasites. Animals like leeches, fleas, etc. live on other organisms by harming them. They are called parasites. Many parasites have hooks, claws or suckers to attach to their host. Generally, parasites have either suckers, example, leeches, or piercing and sucking type mouth parts, example, fleas or feed. 5. Scavengers. Animals like vulture, jackal, crows, etc. that eat flesh of dead and decaying animals are called scavengers. They help in keeping the environment clean. Decomposers. Finally, the last part of ecosystem is formed by the decomposers. They are mainly bacteria and fungi that feed on dead and decaying matter and decompose them. When that happens, they release nutrients and mineral salts back into the soil, which is used again by the plant. They play an important role. Without them, the earth would be covered in trash. Every participant in an ecosystem has an important part to play, and if one becomes more dominant than the others, the ecosystem can develop problems. The food chain is a complex balance of life. If one animal's source of food disappears, such as from overfishing or hunting, many other animals in the food chain get affected and may die. We should not disturb this balance in the ecosystem through our actions. Interdependence of biotic factors. Plants and animals are different from each other. They need one another not only for food but also for many other things. They cannot survive without each other. Dependence of animals on plants. Many animals like birds, squirrels, and insects make their homes on trees. Plants release oxygen into the atmosphere, which is taken in by the animals during respiration. Animals release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere during respiration. Plants utilize this carbon dioxide during photosynthesis. Many insects help in reproduction through pollination. The bees and butterflies, while collecting nectar from the flowers, carry pollen from one flower to another. Animals help in seed dispersal. They eat the fleshy fruits and throw away the seeds or give free ride to the seeds with hooks and spines, scattering them unknowingly. Dependence of human beings on plants and animals. We use animals like horses, donkeys, camels, bulls, etc. for plowing fields, pulling carts, carrying loads, etc. Animals' products like wool, leather and horns are used to make clothes, shoes, bags and ornamental things. We rely on plants for wood and timber to make furniture, houses and many other things. Plant fibers are used to make cloth, rope, paper, etc. Number of dyes is obtained from plants to color our fabrics. Many plants have oil-rich seeds and this oil can be extracted. They have a variety of uses like lubricants, fuel for lighting, in paints and varnishes, as wood preservatives, waterproofing, etc. Medicines, rubber, resins are also obtained from the plants. Continuous review. The living and non-living things form an ecosystem. Living things form the biotic and non-living things form the abiotic components. Plants and animals inhale oxygen from air. All living things need water to stay alive. All animals need food to grow, to get energy and stay healthy. The green plants are known as producers. All animals are called consumers because they depend on plants for their food. Herbivorous animals eat plants, grass and leaves, while carnivorous animals hunt and kill other animals for their food. Omnivorous animals eat both plants and flesh of animals. Decomposers are the last part of an ecosystem.
Like, share and subscribe.